Hey everyone, and welcome back to my playthrough for Digimon World 2003. And in the previous part, we took off into the west sector, and it might look like I'm randomly running around in circles, and to be honest, that is a fairly accurate analysis of what I'm doing. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm just searching for items. I know that there are a fair few random items scattered about in the west sector, just like there is in all the other parts of the game, and I'm just running around all over the place because my memory on like the item locations within the west sector really isn't as strong as my memory on like the central, east and south sectors. So that's why I was just sort of running around in circles, just trying to make sure that I was, covering all the areas. There didn't seem to be anything in that previous area. And the plan now is to go to the west sector city, where I will be challenged by the AOA General. But before that, I just want to go to the Pouch Oasis where I can rest, because I've been using a fair bit of MP, and I just want to make sure that my MP is as high as I can have it. So if I just rest, and then if I get into battles along the way from the Pouch Oasis to the city, then I'll try and ease up on the amount of MP that I use. So I do need to be reserving it for the AOA General. You would have thought, being a level 47 and having a Black War Greymon, you would think that I would be able to, take out these Digimon a little more easily. You would think that, one attack could probably do it, two at the absolute most, but, actually no, you would think that one attack would be able to do it, but that's, really not the case at all. It's like every Digimon's taken at least 2 attacks, and, well, Airdramon I think's more like 3. I think that just goes to show the difficulty of the the challenge that I'm doing, the added restrictions. I remember thinking that I need to be a lot greater than like a mere level 20, because in my no gym, no equipment challenge for this game that I did, I remember entering the west sector with all 3 Digimon at level 20, and I remember having a real hard time. And I think I'm going to choose to save, just in case something goes wrong. It's unlikely, but I think I will still save, because the Digimon around here can cause status harm to you. And And as I was saying, yeah, when I joined the West Sector with them all at level 20, I remember really struggling. And I've got one Digimon at level 47, and I'm hardly struggling, but then I'm hardly mopping the floor with them either. But if it's consolation, it will get easier in time. When Black War Greymon is maxed out, I will have Giga Fire, which is one of the best fire attacks in the game. I will have Fire Field, which I assume would make it even more powerful. And then when I'm done with Black War Greymon, I'll then move over to Imperialdramon. I'll have techniques from Black War Greymon loaded, and hopefully I'll have a relatively successful time maxing out Imperialdramon, learning his techniques, and then making way for Imperialdramon Fighter mode. And I'll, you know, max him out to level 99. I'm aware that there's no chance of me seeing Omnimon or Imperialdramon Paladin mode, but I know that from maxing out the Digimon that I have and the Digimon that I'm planning on getting, it can lead to even better Digimon still. Some of my Digimon that I've got are not going to be of any use to me, but I know Stingmon, I think it's Stingmon, I'm not done with him yet, because I know that maxing him out, no, not maxing him out, getting him up to a level 40 results, I think it's level 40, results in you learning the Digivolution of Carbalterimon. And I know that from getting Carbalterimon up to level 99, as well as one of the other Digimon I'm going to have, Black War Greymon, Imperialdramon, I'm not sure, but I think that I can end up with the Digivolutions of Gran Kawagamon and Diaboramon, but that's from maxing out like Carbalterimon, Black War Greymon, Imperialdramon Fighter mode, etc, etc. I've got it stored on my laptop, because on the internet I've got like a guide, a Digivolution guide, and a technique guide. So I've got a guide for Digivolutions and a guide for techniques, and I've got it bookmarked, so I can just click onto it at any time, and it pretty much explains to me everything that I need to know. It's telling me what Digimon I'm able to get and how to get them. And it's because of that how I know about certain requirements for certain Digimon, and how I'm unable to get some, but able to get others, and how to go about it. Black War Greymon I've already got, Imperialdramon I've already got. Imperialdramon Fighter mode comes directly from maxing out Imperialdramon, and then I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know from maxing out those Digimon and maxing out Carbalterimon and possibly a few others, I should be able to learn the Digivolutions of Grand Kotemon and Diaboromon, who obviously I would be very keen to, you know, to have on my team and max out. It may require me to max out other Digimon who I'm overlooking, aka maybe Digimon like Metal Greymon, War Greymon, Guardian Angemon, I don't know, but I'm going to be looking it all up, and any requirements that I have to make that can be made, I will obviously make. So, I know for sure that I won't be seeing Metal Garulamon, which rules out Omnimon and Imperialdramon Paladin mode, and I won't be seeing War Greymon if it's not absolutely mandatory. I think I need to speak to these people. Yeah, that triggers our escape. So yeah, I won't be seeing War Greymon if it's not necessary. I won't be seeing more of Guardian Angemon if it's not necessary, but yeah. At the moment, it's all about Black War Greymon, Imperialdramon, Fighter mode, and then much into the future, Grand Kotemon and Diaboromon, but this is all way into the future. I might also return to Pyaldramon, because although Imperialdramon and Imperialdramon Fighter mode can learn speed boosting techniques like Mega Boost, it's designed to boost the speed of your entire party. Whereas, well, Pyaldramon can learn Speed Up, which boosts the speed of the Digimon that's using it. And then I think it's Imperialdramon or Imperialdramon Fighter mode that can learn Mega Boost, which, you know, boosts speed, much like Speed Up, but the difference being is that it boosts the speed of your entire party as well as the individual Digimon. But it costs more MP because of the bonus, and the amount of boost you get from it, you know, the amount that your speed goes up by, I don't think it's any greater. Like, the individual Digimon that, you know, have their speed boosted, I don't think Mega Boost increases speed any more than Speed Up. And since I've only got one Digimon, it would seem a bit wasteful to use Mega Boost. In regards to MP, it would seem a bit wasteful. And if Speed Up does give you the same speed benefit as Mega Boost, then it would make more sense to just have Speed Up. Because I've only got one Digimon, so I'm not going to, like, using Mega Boost isn't gonna boost a whole party's worth of speed, because there's only one Digimon. And if I'm gonna get the identical benefit from Speed Up, then it's gonna cost a lot less MP to use Speed Up as opposed to Mega Boost. So I might not be done with Pyaldramon in that I might want to learn Speed Up and load it. But that's that's something that's pretty much just on the back burner at the moment, because I can't say for sure. But it's just there as something that, you know, I can look into. And the option is there, and yeah, it can be done. The downside is that you can only, with the Digivolutions, you only have room for 3 Digimon at any one time, and with the loaded techniques, you can only benefit from the techniques that are loaded if the Digimon is in the list of 3, if that makes sense. Because figure of speech, I mean, Metal Greymon, I loaded Rise and Fire, but he's not in my list of 3 Digivolutions. He's, you know, in the storage lab with Piximon, and because of that, although Rise and Fire is loaded, I can't benefit from it, obviously. So, with the available Digivolutions, I've only got room for 3 Digimon, so when it comes to loading techniques, I'm going to have to be efficient. I'm going to have to pick the best 3, because since I only got room for 3 Digimon, I can only, you know, benefit from the techniques that are loaded by the Digimon who are, you know, among the 3. It's no good if they're just in the storage lab. So there's a lot of like opportunity cost. There's going to be, well, I want this Digimon because of these techniques, I want this other Digimon because of these techniques. It's like, well, I don't have room for them all, so it's like pick one at the expense of another. And there's going to be different useful Digimon with different useful techniques, and you know, it might be hard choosing, but I'm going to have to choose, and it might just come down to who's got the techniques that are of most use to us, or who's got like the highest number of useful techniques, you know, things like that. And it's like, well, Pyaldramon, his speed up might be an ideal technique, but then if all of his other techniques are no good, then I might be inclined to pick a different Digimon who may have Mega Boost, which is less efficient on the MP, but then they may have other techniques that are really handy, and because of that, I would have to choose them. It's a real it's a real massive headache. Yeah, it is a real massive headache when you've got so many options and they're all useful options. They've all got their benefits, they've all got their advantages, but then you have to limit your choices and you have to pick one at the expense of another, so you have to try and weigh it all up. It can be really hard. Opportunity cost can be a real nasty thing. And well, as I develop, or should I say, as my Digimon develop, I just sort of have to just play it by ear and just try and work out at the time what makes the most sense. Just try and just, you know, weigh up all the variables, weigh up, you know, who I'm up against, you know, what would work well against them, what would help me out against them, you know, the Digimon I could choose, the techniques I could be choosing from. I just need to play it by ear, really. And obviously, you know, I've got the guides on my computer, so I can try and educate myself to the best of my ability. I can get a heads up on what techniques are going to be learned and who they're going to be learned by, and you know, this, that, and the other. And yeah, if I sit down and study it hard, then that's gonna really help me try and make up my mind. But at the moment, I'm just speaking hypothetically, and I'm speaking, you know, off the top of my head. So now really isn't the time to get too stuck into it. I just need to take it all one step at a time, and at the moment my priority should be Black Wargreymon and making progress through the West Sector. That should be my priority. I was just doing a bit of random looting there, but I think I've got everything that I can get for now, so I'll be heading back to the Pouch Oasis. I'll probably rest and save. I'll cut through it, and I then need to head towards the Mirage Tower, because when we went to the West Sector City, the people there were not the real people. They were members of the AOA who took over the city and tried to hold everyone prisoner. But thanks to Numamon, we were freed, we were able to escape. And the real West Sector leader, you know, the real people, they're in the Mirage Tower, which is within the Mobius Desert. That is where we're heading now. I just did a bit of looting. I'll rest and save, and yeah, then I'll be heading for the Mobius Desert. It's just a good idea to, you know, save and rest, because within the West Sector there are Dokugamons. They can poison you. There are also Vadamons. They can put you to sleep. And I have no way of, you know, curing status problems. So, you know, things like that could pose a really big threat in the random battles that I get into. And that's just why I, you know, try and just play on the right side of safety. I do have Mega Hill, but Mega Hill's not going to take care of status problems. And I'll say again, I do think, in principle, having Kotemon at level 47 before I've even gone to the West Sector is a little excessive, but the grinding that I was doing, I was not doing in the interest, well, I wasn't doing in the sole interest of just trying to get Kotemon to the highest possible level. I just wanted to you know, make progress with his Digivolutions, make progress with the technique techniques, and in order for me to, you know, make it as far as I've made it, with the Digivolutions and the techniques and everything, it just so happens that with the amount of experience that was gained, it got Kotemon up to level 47. That is pretty much just the way that the cookie crumbled. In the Mobius Desert, there are those like researchers who are interested in, you know, getting DNA from certain Digimon and whatnot, but it's all a waste of time. They're not of any value to us. So I'm completely blanking them, and what I'm solely interested in is getting to the Mirage Tower. And I have to say, Flame Breath looks to be serving me a lot better than Burn Slash. I gotta say, I don't think Burn Slash and Cold Slash are gonna be quite as vital as I gave credit for. Flame Breath seems to be serving me much better. You know, I'll keep them there, I'll keep them loaded. I mean, Blade Twister's probably gonna, you know, come in handy. But, yeah, I certainly have no objection to Flame Breath having been learned. So here we are in the Mirage Tower. So there's a Gatomon who I can rest with, there's a Gardromon who I can save with. I can probably sell the random junk that I picked up. I can probably do that here. I don't think there's a Piximon though. Now yeah, there's quite literally not a single Piximon in the whole of the West Sector. I mean, later there is one in the West Sector City, but that's not until it gets turned back to normal. For now, there's no Piximon in the West Sector, so yeah, we have no way of altering our Digivolutions. But not that I'm complaining, because I think I'm happy with who I've got. So I'm just waiting for this to save, and I think I think this part's gone on for about as long as it should have, so I think I'll be ending here. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.